Well, Thomas and Trey are the epitome of what college athletics is about, in my opinion. Two young men who've taken advantage of the opportunity to receive a full scholarship, then maximized their basketball playing potential. Young men that have set a culture for extremely hard work, guys that have dedicated themselves to being model student athletes, young men who have graduated. Thomas is working on a second degree here at SFA. He graduated last December. Trey will graduate in December. Guys that have really enabled this program to be about work, be about winning. And those two young men have done what very few people get to do. They'll be the winningest players in the history of this program. They have a chance to win 4 championship rings, which has never been done. And I think that speaks volumes about the character, the integrity of those guys. Thomas, I say this about him all the time. He's a self-made player. He's a young man that's worked extremely hard to get where he's gotten and to be a conference MVP, and the accolades that have been bestowed upon him are because of hard work, and that's fun to coach every day. And then, Trey has been a young man that's literally was an unknown when I got here, played 7-8 minutes a game as a freshman, and literally just handed him the keys to the engine. And he has run this team. He is a second coach on the court. He's got great personality and persona. He's an intelligent player, and although he doesn't score a lot of points, his name's going to be dotted all over the record book here with assist to turnover ratio, with steals, and just a storied career to this point. And I hope for those two guys that being 4-year players that we can end their careers collegiately anyway at the way they came in, and that's what the great deal is success. You're looking at two young men who are extremely popular with the student body. I think they treat people right. I think they're maybe the poster child of what student athletes should be. And so I think there's a lot of things that go into a legacy. I've got to think that at some point Thomas's jersey will hang here. It should. And he's achieved 1,000-point scoring already. He's got a chance to build upon that. He's a stat sheet stuffer, so to speak. So I think anytime you have success, and it's important that the men's basketball program, athletics, SFA, help make that a special moment when they do come back 10, 20, 30 years, whatever that is. And I think he and Trey have a lot to be very proud of, and I think SFA has benefited from them being here, and as much as SFA has benefited those two. Well, all those guys gained valuable experience last year, and Jared was a part-time starter for us. Jared was a young man that had a all-conference selection in terms of being an all-tournament team guy. So those guys were very, very important. As Clyde Gaffard gets hurt in the conference tournament, doesn't play in the championship game against Sam, and then we didn't have him in the NCAA tournament. He tried to limp through it. He had a stress fracture in his foot, and at the end of the season, Clyde Gaffard was playing as good a basketball as we had anybody playing on our team, so it was a big loss going into the NCAA tournament. He's in tremendous physical shape right now. He's been outstanding in our early practices. I'm very excited for him. He's more comfortable. And Demetrius Floyd had huge games for us, and he was a little up and down. But, the one thing I say about Meach is he's got tremendous pride. He works extremely hard, and I think he's going to have a great year for us. And for those seniors, I'm forever grateful. I think this university should be. And these young men have done a great deal and continue to do a great deal. And I think we'll be great advocates of SFA once they once they continue their careers, whatever field or if it's continued playing, they've represented SFA very well, and I'm extremely proud to have them on our team.
I was kind of nervous, freshman, new to everything, and ever since then it's been just learning, constant getting better, working on my game, watching film, and up to this point today, I've learned a lot and I've experienced a lot, and experience also helps a whole lot, and that contributes to kind of like the success we've had, and worked hard to get to the point we are right now.
About us being like the ones with the targets on that back, that just make us give us more drive to try to be best and go hard every day in practice.
Coaches, they do a good job. They stay on top of me, you know what I'm saying? They explain a lot of stuff to me. And then off the court, I work out with them a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I get a better feel for them. I know what they talking about more when we do stuff like that.
I don't think we have a ceiling. I mean, we have so many great pieces that I feel that if everything is stirred and matured the right way with our program, I feel that, sky's the limit for us.
We've always practiced extremely hard, and that's how we've got to the point where we're at. That's how we've became an elite program. And but I think it is a little more fun. I love being the bad guy, and I love that our team is the team that everybody wants to take down. I think that's a very fun role to play within the conference, and growing into a national target.